If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should grind salary cap again this season, breaking down all the rewards that are available, and then I'm going to give y'all a couple of salary cap team options to be running for this season as well. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily My Team content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So with that being said, there is a 97 plus premium pack that is available here from salary cap each round this season. Technically you can get a maximum of 3 of them. Now my recommendation personally would be probably just to get 2 of them, and I'll explain why that is in this video. But I do think that there is I don't know. I think this is an interesting season. I think this is a good season for salary cap because you can also get a free dark matter. We're about to talk about how to do that. So first and foremost, let's go through the salary cap rewards for this season and what you can get for each round. So what I just finished in my first game, I just won a game and I won and got at 125 points this shattered prize piece. Maybe it was 150. It was either 125 or 150, but I got this shattered prize piece right here. And that first shattered prize piece that y'all just saw obviously is for Galaxy Opal. At 300 points, you get a Diamond Shoe Variety option pack. At 500 points, you get a 90 plus premium player pack. At 750 points, you get another shattered prize piece. This is the second piece that you need for a Galaxy Opal. Again, you need 3 pieces in total. And then at 5,000 points, you get, or sorry, at 1,000 points, you get 5,000 MT. 1,500 points is a 92 plus player pack, and 2,000 points is 10,000 MT. And then 2,500 points, sorry, is that shattered prize piece, which gives you this shattered prize piece of 2,500 points is a dark matter shattered prize piece. You need 3 of them to get a dark matter, and you can get 1 each round of this season. So if you get to 2,500 points in round 1, round 2, and round 3 of salary cap this season, you will get a dark matter. And then at 5,000 points, you can get a 3rd Galaxy Opal piece, which means if you get to 5,000 points in each round, that is 3 potential Galaxy Opal pieces or Galaxy Opals that you can get in addition to the 1 dark matter. If you just go to 2,500 points each round, that'll get you the 1 dark matter and 2 Galaxy Opals, because you get 2 Galaxy Opal pieces out of the 3 required from each round. So that'll be 6 pieces total, giving you 2 Galaxy Opals instead of 3. That's what I personally will do. That's what I personally would recommend y'all do. But if you want to grind the game mode and you want to get the 3 Galaxy Opals instead of 2, that 2,500 extra points each round, you're gonna have to do it all 3 rounds. Get to 5,000 points each 3 rounds. But if you do it, you'll get 3 Galaxy Opals in total, which I think is a very, very good reward. I mean, at the end of the day, the amount of time that salary cap takes compared to a lot of other things makes this extremely worth it, in my personal opinion. First and foremost, I just think overall, salary cap is not an extremely grindy, brutal mode in a lot of ways. Like, first and foremost, it's just not a incredibly hard or incredibly annoying or frustrating game mode. Like, it's, in my opinion anyway, a pretty fun game mode. I've always enjoyed salary cap personally, especially this year because it's less pay to win. And I think there are multiple ways to build your team. We'll talk about team building here in just a second. And I also just think that the rewards are pretty good for the amount of time it takes. Plus, each game is a shorter game, and each game being a shorter game matters. Like, it really does matter that each game is a shorter game. I think that's another thing that really does help out in this situation, is that the games are 15-20 minutes instead of like 30-minute games. It's just a shorter, easier, quicker game, and it makes it a little bit less frustrating if you play a frustrating game, because the game will be over quicker, and that's the nice thing about it. With that being said, I do think we should spend a few minutes talking about lineup building, and I will say the lineup building strategies that I have for y'all are pretty much the same as they've been the last couple seasons. The salary just keeps getting higher, and there keep becoming more and more cards that are available. So I think you have 2 lineup choices. Number 1 is your build around a big card, maybe 2 big-ish cards, and then have a budget squad for the rest of your lineup. And then number 2 is your well-rounded complete team. And so this is the build around 2 big cards type squad. You got Victor Wembanyama for 10,000 salary, Michael Beasley for 5,000 salary, other top tier cards such as Austin Reeves, Giannis, Magic. A lot of these guys, these opals and these pink diamonds are going to be anywhere from 14,500 to 10,000 salary. But a lot of the pink diamonds have gotten cheaper, to be fair. Like Franz Wagner's only 5,000 right now. Michael Beasley's only 5,000. 5,000 right now. That's a really good value for a card. But a lot of guys like Dr. J still 8,000. Shay is 5,000. Like it's a mix. You're gonna have 8,000 salary pink diamonds. You're gonna have 5,500 salary pink diamonds. You're gonna have 5,000 salary pink diamonds. And what I have right here is a 5,000 salary absolute beast pink diamond in Michael Beasley. And when you have an elite level pink diamond, like one of the better ones in the game, Wemby, Dr. J, Michael Beasley, guys like that are 5,000 salary, I do recommend finding a way to get them involved in your lineup. So that's what I'm doing right here with Michael Beasley. But as y'all can see, this is 15,000 of the 19,000 salary that I have between these two cards. And if you want to use a dark matter or a galaxy opal or a really good expensive pink diamond, it's going to be tough to fit them in your lineup, because as y'all can see, the rest of the team is emeralds and sapphires. They're good emeralds and sapphires, but they're emeralds and sapphires nonetheless. And I think that is a real thing that you do have to keep in mind and consider, is that you're going to have to be just very limited in your other positions if you want to use these top tier cards, which is why for me personally, I know there are a lot of people who like this type of strategy, but for me personally, I don't really think it's worth it. My opinion is that a team that is more like this, well-balanced, has a lot of depth, a lot of talent, is more my type of team. For example, I have a point guard in Michael Carter-Williams for 2,000 salary, really good 6'6" point guard, defends, can play against much higher tier, more expensive cards. Like if I go up against a Dark Matter Magic Johnson or a Dark Matter Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, for example, as somebody's centerpiece card, or whatever the most expensive point guard shooting guards in the game are, I got guys like Bruce Bowen and Michael Carter-Williams that are 2,000 salary that can guard them and can compete. And that's the value. Now, Bowen is a hidden gem, so not everybody's gonna have the opportunity to get this Bowen card. And that is definitely going to be more of a limiting factor that I think you do have to keep in mind, is that there's only so much you can do when it comes to a card like Bowen. But at the same time, there are a lot of other substitutions for a card like Bowen. For example, a Diamond Lou Dort, who's not as good as Bowen, but provides that similar role as a lockdown defensive option at the point guard position, can be or at the shooting guard position, can be a really, really good card. So throwing him in there, even like an Amethyst Herb Jones or Ron Holland or Kawhi Leonard, guys like that are going to be really good options as well. And having this versatility in this lineup, I mean, Fareed is a monster. I know he's worth paying 2,000 salary for, but he's an Amethyst, so the chances salary goes down at some point as well, which is awesome. But he's like an incredible card. I did a gameplay on him last week. I recommend y'all check that out if you haven't already. It was actually earlier this week, because he is an absolutely awesome card. But Jack Sickman, 2,000 salary. DeAndre Ayton, 1,200 salary. I got two guys here who are big, versatile centers that can defend, that have size, that can shot create. Like there's just a lot. They're not shot creators, I'm sorry, but they can knock down shots. They're certainly shot makers. There's just a lot of cards like that, a lot of things like that that I'm really a pretty big fan of right now in salary cap. And this type of team for me is the type of team that I prefer. I just have real depth. I have basically a full playable bench. Yeah, I got a couple budget cards still in Castle and Reddish, but everything else is Amethyst, Diamond, or my pink diamond centerpiece in Michael Beasley. And if I want to replace Beasley with somebody cheaper, which I could do, I just don't want to right now because I think 5,000 salary for a truly top tier card like this is worth it. If I put a 2,000 salary card in there, that saves me 3,000 salary that I can use in other positions on this team, which means I could upgrade Stephon Castle to a Diamond. I could upgrade Cam Reddish to an Amethyst, and I could have a full Diamond Amethyst lineup, which I think is a really cool feature about this season and something that I would absolutely recommend considering and potentially doing for a lot of people who are grinding salary cap this season. It's just how I personally prefer to play salary cap. There are other people who would prefer to play it differently, and that is totally fine. I'm just sharing my opinion and my thoughts on how I would recommend playing it personally. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully this video gives y'all a good reason to play salary cap and helps explain how to build an effective, good salary cap lineup this season as well. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.